In a place where silence remembers, footsteps echo more than words. Here, every trail speaks of faith, and every shadow carries a story. They come together each year, a quiet brotherhood, bound by tradition, moved by faith.
It gives us an experience of what Jesus must have gone through in a much more intense way.
Diocese was established in 1533, and at that time also the Cathedral Chapter was established. So it is a qualified group of priests.
We have 9 priests who are installed as canons. On the 25th of November 2019, the Archbishop of Goa and Daman installed 6 new canons. The purpose of installing the new canons was to take care of the properties of Dion. And as canons, we 9 of us are working to see that these properties which were kept for the poor are given to them generously.
Previously, the canons were staying in the cathedral itself because on the first floor, there were the rooms were of the canons. They were staying there. Now what has happened is, for example, me, I'm not very old, but we are still in the active ministry. That's why we are in the parishes, and on Sundays we go. The 10 o'clock mass in the cathedral is the mass of the canons.
Especially during the Good Friday, they have to participate in a spiritual ceremony wherein it is called the Xepaddeanchem Pursanv.
Xepaddeanchem Pursanv is a procession that takes place here in Goa at the Cathedral Church. It is something that happens only in Goa. In the whole of Asia, there is no other place where this kind of a procession is taking place. Initially, this was taking place only in Rome and in Goa, because perhaps the Portuguese missionaries, when they came here and when they started the Cathedral Chapter, that is of the Canons, in 1877, the approval was given on 31st of December 1877, and then it got implemented from March. From that time on, it is there. It is part of the tradition of the church here in Goa.
The Good Friday is a unique tradition where after the main celebration of the death of Jesus, the paraliturgical ceremony begins with the procession.
The procession starts from the sacristy, comes as you face the altar to the right side. It enters that side from the cathedral, then it moves through the left aisle and then crosses the transept, moves the left aisle, it takes a round, and then it ends at the Chapel of the Miraculous Cross. And there the bishop is the one presides over. He says the final prayer, the canons join him in the prayers, and then the rite is over with that. Of course, the kissing of the image.
The canons, over their normal dress, cassock, they wear a big cope with trains. And there are servers who hold that to facilitate their movement, a procession. Kapamanya is their gowns, which have got big trains. They are black. Black indicating solemnity as well as mourning because of the death of Christ.
It gives us an experience of what Jesus must have gone through in a much more intense way, carrying the cross in spite of being scourged, in spite of losing a lot of blood, and the whole event of the carrying of the cross happened in the middle of the day. So we, as members of the Cathedral Chapter, go through this very mild participation of Jesus' suffering through this procession that we participate in.
It is not Xepaddeanchem Pursanv because it is not, they are not tales. It is Xepaddeanchem Pursanv. Xepadde means trains. It is called in Portuguese Procissão das Capas Magnas.